You know what I mean? This one of the, you know what I mean? You can't say Marcoux Street without May May right here. You know what I'm saying? She support my documentary, May. Shout out to Q, May. Right. Like and subscribe, tag a friend, tell a friend, let's bring them in. We on the Fargo show, Fargo podcast, where I do stories and I also do interviews. Check it out though. Today's sponsored merch is Go Far Clothing. Pop your collar with me, spend $1 with me. But this story I get into today is part 2 of my man Byrd. So I was telling y'all how me and Byrd got cool or whatever. You know what I'm saying? How we bust the bitches down and all that. So like I said, we was hanging together every day. So it's stuff, you know what I mean? Like I said, this part 2. I'm going to hit y'all back with part 3 soon. But part 2 is, this is a story I'm going to tell one day, right? So like I was telling y'all, right? Me and Byrd was cool, right? So once we start, you know what I mean, getting tight or whatever, we start going in on, like, you know what I mean, going in on drugs and shit, like, you know what I mean, grabbing shit together, like going half, busting it down or whatever. But this story I'm going to tell, you know what I mean, we also had a block. Me and Byrd started our own block down there on Editing Street or whatever. But, which, you know, we had that shit rocking. But Byrd, he invited everybody around there. That's going to be a different story. Part 3, I'm going to tell that story. But this story I'm going to tell, right? Like I said, me and Byrd, right? We used to hang with my man Rel, too. Rest in peace, Rel. Rel lived on Hollywood Street or whatever, right? Rel was a loan shark, you dig me? Rel would lend out money, and if you get $5 and it's the beginning of the month, you would have to pay him back like 20. But if you get it probably later on, it'd probably be $1 on $1. That's what he used to call it, $1 on $1, right? So long story long, me, I mean, we had got tight with Rel or whatever. So we hanging with Rel or whatever, you know what I mean? We started going in with Rel on work or whatever, doing our thing or whatever. So Rel had two cribs. He had his crib and he had bought the crib next door or whatever. So when he had the crib or whatever, he had made it like rooms or whatever. So I think it was all of us or Rel, I don't remember, but one of us that came up with the plan, like, damn, we ready to start pimping or whatever. Cool. So, you know, we riding around, and Rel had 2 cars at the time. So we fucking with Rel, me and Byrd, you know what I mean? We riding around hanging with hanging with Rel, whatever. But when we hanging with Rel, like I said, he had the 2 cribs or whatever. And he was going to rent out rooms, like sell them, like, you know, like a hotel or whatever. So we came up with the thought, like, damn, we ready to start pimping or whatever. So when we start pimping and shit, you know what I mean? We going out, we trying to recruit. You know what I'm saying? We trying to recruit the chicks and shit. You know, Rel wasn't really like, you know what I mean, nigga that really, you know, he had game or whatever, but he'd let me and Byrd get the bitches or whatever. You know, he had the bread at this time, like, you feel me? We all had a couple dollars, but, you know, Rel was winning. So me and Byrd and shit, we grabbing the bitches, you know what I'm saying? We had a little team, you know what I mean? I think all together we had like a good six females or whatever. So this is the story I'm going to tell with Byrd, right? So once we start getting the bitches or whatever, we pimping them out. We taking them to the strip clubs and shit. Like, this when the strip club was open, Fantasy 2000 and shit. I think that joint was like out 40th Street. And there was another couple clubs that you know what I mean? I think the Rump Keg was open. Yeah, we take them to the Rump Keg and the John what's that? Damn. That shit on the tip of my tongue. But it'll come to me later on. But yeah. So whatever, bam, once we dropping them off, whatever, you know what I mean? We getting the money for the chicks or whatever. But, you know what I mean? Byrd, like, you know what I mean? He was a pimp though. Like, a lot of niggas don't know. Like, besides my nigga Hope, it's like the most niggas that I seen get bitches, Byrd. Like, we be anywhere, you know what I mean? Byrd pull a bitch. I don't know if it was some light skin shit or whatever, but I'm going to get back to the story. So we had a party in the neighborhood at Rel crib. Like, we was having a stripper party. Rel had bought the pools and, you know what I mean, whatever. You know what I mean? Long story long is, though, like, everybody in the hood was expecting to, you know what I mean, to come in and, you know, Brody the bitches or whatever. But niggas don't know it wasn't personal. So Byrd, like, he had to let niggas know, like, no, like, you know what I mean? Y'all can't be coming in here, like, just touching on the bitches and not paying them or whatever. You You know what I mean? But that's my story with Byrd, you know what I'm saying? But another story, at the end of the night, we had put the bitches in the pool and shit. We ain't had no water, so we started pouring 800 and licking shit in the pool on the bitches. Shout out to everybody jumping on the Fargo show. Tag a friend, tell a friend. Let's bring them in. Let's get it, y'all.